I said I was not going to make any more video about this, but they keep bringing me back. They keep bringing me back because the level of ignorance, the level of stupidity, okay, I'm sorry for the words I'm using, okay, but the level of stupidity has to be pointed out, has to be made known, okay? I'm still talking about this issue of Nigerians and Kenya Airways. It has refused to die. This is something that could have been handled professionally, and by now it should have been dead and gone. But trust Nigerians, with our ego, with our arrogance, we have to have the last say in anything, even when we are wrong. Okay, so I was watching the news the other day, news out of Nigeria, that they had, I saw that some stupid news conference that the government is considering penalizing Kenya Airways. They're going to punish Kenya Airways. They got to a point that they said that they might ban Kenya Airways from flying to Nigeria. You see, guys, as a Nigerian here, most of my supporters are Kenyans. Most of my subscribers are Kenyans and people from other African countries. If I look at the analytics of YouTube views, my videos are not seen in Nigeria. Why? Because Nigerians hate the truth. Nigerians don't like serious stuff like this. Nigerians like comedy, skits, something that will make you laugh. That's why all of them, if somebody comes out and do something to make people laugh, some stupid skits, they get like almost 1 million views in 2 days. I don't make that. I cannot water down myself to impress stupid people. Okay, I cannot bring down my brand to impress stupid people. Like I said, this channel is not monetized yet. I'm just doing this. Okay? Imagine a country that does not even have a national airline. Do you hear what it says? Kenya Airways, owned by Kenyans. Where is Nigeria Airways? Where is Nigeria Airways? You killed Nigeria Airways with corruption, with incompetence, with lack of planning. Kenya Airways is the pride of Kenyans. They are doing everything to preserve that. But you guys, you know, listen, guys, as a Nigerian, I repeat, I have to say this thing because not a lot of Nigerians are talking about Nigeria the way I'm talking about Nigeria. Why? Because Nigerians because they want to appear to be good people. They want to impress people. They don't want people to see them as being talking about. I'm not talking down to Nigeria. No, I'm stating facts. The way you interpret it, if you think that I'm talking bad about Nigeria, that means you cannot interpret, you cannot think. Okay? Kenya Airways has different routes in Africa. Nigeria is one of them. Nigeria is one of the most lucrative one, by the way. Listen, if you guys stop Kenya Airways from coming to Nigeria, do you think Kenya Airways will fold? Do you think Kenya Airways will stop operating, will go into bankruptcy? No, there are other places to go. Would you rather Turkish Airlines, because right now Turkish Airlines and Emirates is what is coming to Nigeria to help you guys. Your APs, only one plane. APs, only one freaking plane that goes to UK. I don't know if it goes to America, but that goes to Europe. Are you going to rely on that? Kenya Airways has to jump from one country to another to come to Nigeria and take people around. And you want to stop that. You want to stop that. Look at all of these countries. Kenya Airways, Ghana Air, South African, Ethiopian. They all have national airlines. Because since you discovered oil in Nigeria, you abandon everything else. We have zero tourism, zero. We have Ministry of Tourism in Nigeria. I don't know why it exists. If you go to Nigeria, every tourist attraction is privately owned. We have game reserves. There's supposed to be game reserves. In Nigeria, people go to the game reserve and hunt the animals and kill them. If you go to Nigerian game reserves now, you can walk from one end to another. You will not see a rat. Because of incompetence, they have allowed people to go in there and kill all the animals. Sometimes the game wardens collect money and let people go in and hunt endangered animals. Why am I here today? I'm here today because the stupid meeting I saw Nigerian people do, sit down and say that we want to stop Kenya, we want to ban Kenya Airways for operating in Nigeria. Guys, we used to have Nigeria Airways with plenty planes, with plenty aeroplanes that flew to Africa, the entire Africa. We covered Africa except for South Africa. Okay, we went to UK, Europe. We had routes everywhere. We had routes everywhere, I mean. Okay? But because of corruption, they ate that airline to the ground. They destroyed that enterprise. Today, we don't have a single plane. They had tried during the last president, during the last administration. They tried. You know what Nigerians did? Listen, Kenyans and other Africans. They've been planning that we are going to have Nigeria A before the end of that administration. Nigeria A. They advertise it everywhere. Nigeria A. They spend more than $3 billion. Listen to me, more than $3 billion. They waited until the very last day of the administration. They went to Ethiopia and rented a plane. Listen to me, and rented a reserve plane. That plane, it does not even have seats. There are no seats inside. They came to Nigeria and wrote on the plane, Nigeria A, Nigeria A, and drove the plane to Nigeria and brought press, brought cameras, brought journalists to celebrate the arrival of Nigeria A. For you to see how stupid Nigerian government are, for you to see how stupid Nigerian politicians are. Beside that Nigeria A's logo they have, at the bottom, there's the number of the plane, the number, every plane has it. It's just like a license plate on your car. The number on the plane, if you Google that number, it leads you to Ethiopian Air. That's what we did as a country. What a shame. And after that drama at the airport, they sent the plane back to, to Ethiopia. Up till today, we have not seen that plane because it does not exist. And Nigerians have kept quiet. Nobody, I repeat, except for myself, I'm the only one. I'm the only Nigerian today out of the 220 million citizens in Nigeria. I'm the only one today asking questions, asking the whereabouts of the money, all the billions of dollars spent in Nigeria Air. There's all of them, all the people involved, from the former president down to the Minister of Aviation, down to people in the Ministry of Aviation, down to all people, all of them. They sat down and shared the money and ate the money. Nothing. There's no punishment, nothing. And you expect me to come here and sit down and support when Nigeria is battling Kenya Airlines. You want me to come and sit down here and support Nigeria? I will not. I will not support mediocrity. I will not support nonsense. Over the years, we have branded ourselves as the giant of Africa. Look at where we are now. You hear they say, oh, dirty December, there's so much happening in Nigeria. Go to Nigeria. Everything you see, all those buildings, all those cars, all those businesses, all those brands are owned by individuals, not by government. Okay? The only thing the government should do for the people is provide security. I'm talking about Nigeria now. The only thing the government of Nigeria should do comfortably, even without being asked, is to provide security for the citizens, provide electricity, provide good roads, provide infrastructures. They don't do that. They don't do that. If you make all of these things and more available to Nigerians, crime will reduce, vandalism will reduce, people will have more jobs, there will be more investment, but they've not done that. They want to go and fight Kenya Airways. They want to stop Kenya from coming to Nigeria, as if Kenya's Airways is supposed to go bankrupt. Kenya Airways as a company, as a brand, they had to go and beg. Essentially, they had to go and beg the Nigerian government. Listen, the Nigerian government will say, and their people spokesperson will say that, oh, the video at the Kenya airport does not show everything. Okay, show us if there anything else existed, if anything else happened before what we saw in the video. Show us. That is because nothing happened. Everything that happened has been captured in the video, and that's what we saw. But you are forcing Kenya Airways and their officials to beg you, the Kenya Airways country representative in Nigeria, to beg you. If Kenya Airways Airline, is it Kenya Airways or Kenya Airlines? I'm just confused. But whatever it is, if Kenya Airways stops operating in Nigeria today, Turkish Airline is going to take over that position. Other airlines are going to take over that position. And what have you achieved at the end? What have you achieved at the end? Just because of one stupid woman at the airport. I repeat, what a stupid woman. How can you travel for thousands of miles? You don't have a pad to change as a woman in that month of your year. Why don't you have pads? Even if you don't have pads, I've been in planes, in the toilets, there are free pads for you. Why didn't you take it? At the airport, when you landed, why didn't you go to a shop? There are shops at the airport, buy pads. Why don't you, if there's no pad anywhere, if you are sensible enough, why don't you approach one of the counter, ask the airline ladies, please, I'm in my period, I'm going to need pad, please. Yeah, if you can help me with a pad or two. I know somehow they are going to give you a pad at the airport to change. But because you are a dirty woman, you are a stinky dirty woman, you have to gather all of them, 3 of them, and keep them. With each time you change, you keep it. You change another one, you keep it. See how disgusting people are. And most of them are superstitious. They think that, when they are pads, they don't want to throw it somewhere. They don't want to keep it somewhere so that somebody will not use it for. You see how Nigerians think. These are the people that believe in God, and they also believe in superstition. How stupid is that? In conclusion, I think after some type of high-powered meeting between the Kenya Airways authorities and the Nigerian government, I think they have finally, Kenya Airways has caved to the demands of Nigerians. Okay. What baffles me is the Nigerians, all Nigerians, 99% of Nigerians are on the side of this woman. They are saying that, Kenya Airways should have told her in Nigeria that you need Schengen visa in order to get in the flight. She knows that's not the first time she has traveled, okay? That's not the first time she has traveled. Why not? One of the problems we have in Nigeria is taking responsibility. Personal responsibility is lacking in Nigeria. Why don't you do the due diligence by yourself, on your own, to go and do it? Because the Kenya Airways, it is kind of expected that you should know that if you are going through France or through Europe, you need to have that Schengen visa. The woman knows, but she lies. And Nigerians and their government, all of them are in support of this woman. Why? Why can't you people see this thing the way I see it? Why can't you see life the way I see it? Life is not hard. Life is not complicated. If you are stupid, life becomes complicated for you. It's as simple as that. All right, guys, I have to go. I don't know if each time I start talking slowly and peacefully, I get angry and I hurt the more I talk. But these subjects, these things like this angers me as a Nigerian. I don't know why we as a people, up till now, we cannot put things together. We cannot put things. Look, I'm a special breed. I repeat, as a Nigerian, I'm a special breed. Okay, out of the 220 million Nigerians, only about 1 million of us, only about 1 million Nigerians are like me. We say the truth. We speak the truth. Okay, that's the only thing that can liberate Nigeria. I don't live in that mediocrity. I don't live in that matrix where they have programmed all Nigerians to have that stupid Nigerian mentality. You think the same way. You want to laugh. You don't take things serious. And then when it comes for you to be serious, you now say, oh, God will come and do it. Nonsense. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Look around you. Look around the world. Countries are advancing. They are progressing. Okay, they are progressing. African countries that we thought that were lesser, look at them coming ahead of us, Like I've said, our currency, South Sudan's currency is greater than Nigeria's currency. Okay, Libya that is in war, they don't even have a functioning government. Their currency is more valuable than the Nigerian currency. All African countries. Maybe it's Burundi that Nigerian currency is higher than, but other African countries, you can't compete. You can't compete. Okay, you can't compete. If you have 5,000 Kenyan shillings, that's more than 1 million naira. Or 6,000 Kenyan shillings, that's more than 1 million naira. And you expect me to come and sit down here and make you laugh and say something and pretend as if our country is not going to shit, it's not going to hell. It is. I'm sorry for the words I've used to describe these things, but we have to start saying the truth as Nigerians, okay? We have to start saying the truth. We have to start calling out bad leaders, bad leadership that stole their way. And you Nigerians, you helped them because they gave you 3 cups of rice and 2,000 naira to vote for them. Where are you now? All of you are suffering because you thought that voting for an incompetent presidential aspirant is going to get you anywhere. They got you nothing but hunger and poverty. And I'm sorry for what you are going through. All right, guys, I have to go. Like, comment, and subscribe. The goal is to get up to 5,000 subscribers. Then I monetize this channel. But like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much.